I'm 30 days into the rebuild of this YouTube channel from zero, and some of the things that I thought would work didn't, and other things that I threw in last minute just ended up blowing up. So let's walk through all of the data, and I will kind of tell you a bit more about what I'm changing, what I see, and how you can apply this to your own channel. In the last 28 days, we've got 8.5 thousand views, 540 watch hours, and 720 subscribers. Woo! All right. Actually, we're looking a lot better than week 1. I am feeling good about this. And the reason for this is because I had a video pop off in recommended. So this one video, which at 5,200 views out of 8,500, pretty much is the majority of the views on my channel for the month. This is how the majority of channels grow. One good video that pops off, that goes viral, will bring in more subscribers to your channel than 100 mediocre ones. And I know that's not what you want to hear. It's usually like this. Nothing, 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 leap. Nothing, 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 leap. After 20 years of being on YouTube, I really can confidently say that this is how most channels will grow. On my old channel, which had 500,000 subscribers, literally it was like 10, maybe 20 videos out of my thousands of videos that brought in the majority of new subscribers to my channel, that introduced the majority of people to my channel. Those key videos, not the hundreds of others that I spent a very long time making. And I knew this, but what I did not expect was how much faster it would lift up all of the other videos in my channel. And this is called the bridge effect. That's actually YouTube's term. Once that video took off, it started bringing in more viewers to my other pieces of content. So this was on the 21st. You could see this little jump right here on my origin story video. So that's my first video. So a lot of people obviously found my channel through the video that popped off, which is nobody watched, and then came over to my starting over video, which is my first channel again, or my first video on my channel, and watched that. And then you subscribed to my channel from there. So I went from 110 subscribers to 143 subscribers. So that means over 33 of you subscribed after watching that video. And if I go into my other videos, I'm sure I gained some subscribers from people choosing to watch those videos and subscribe. And that is kind of what the bridge effect is, right? So it's like one video pops off, it opens the door to your channel, and a new viewer can choose to walk in that door, and it's going to look around and scan your library. And if you have a good library, you have many books up on the shelves of your library, then they might choose to stay. Hit that subscribe button. Go pick up a few more books to watch, read. The books are videos in this analogy. I'm sure you picked that up. Those 100 videos that you have to build to fill up your library is not done in vain. So then I wanted to start looking at why did this video pop off and not the others? And so you can see here that 85% of the views on that video were from YouTube recommending it. And if you go on your phone, because Studio doesn't break down this, 90 views from my subscription feed, 18 views from YouTube search, and 12 views from notifications. So what does that mean? It means that when the video popped off, it wasn't because of my subscribers, it wasn't because people were searching for it, it's because it was doing well in the recommended feeds. It was doing well on the YouTube homepage and on YouTube Browse. Ask Studio. I don't know if you guys are using Ask Studio, but honestly, it is such an amazing resource for you to help dissect your YouTube channel. And if you are not utilizing it as your favorite new chatbot, please do, because I wish I had this when I was first growing my channels. High relatability and audience connection. Okay, right? So it's a pain point that resonated deeply with my audience, as well as they appreciated the refreshing honesty. Now let's think, how can you apply that to a video or videos on your channel? Are you touching on your audience's pain points? Can you present it in a way that seems refreshingly honest? So strong thumbnail and title packaging, right? So it maintained a healthy click-through rate of 4.35%, which is well above your typical performance for a video of this age. Now, if I click on the impressions click-through rate, you can actually see at the very beginning, I started at 7% when this video first went out in the first 24 hours. That's a very high click-through rate. Not like astronomically high, but like that's good. Anything above 3% is a good click-through rate. And as YouTube started pushing the videos, you can see the click-through rate went down. It even dropped down to 2.4%. And I think that's where YouTube kind of just stopped pushing it. So you could see here, so this is my lowest viewed video on my channel. It's my new channel setup. My click-through rate is 2.4%. to give you an example. And I had an average view duration, which was 10% higher than my typical average. Again, we're higher up there. So people were staying to watch my video longer. 10% more people stayed to watch my video than average. So definitely the packaging was working for me. The retention was working for me because they're both above my average, which shows in the fact that that video performed above my average. It was an outlier on my channel. Not only did people watch that video, they commented on that video. And these weren't just like, good video. These were genuine comments of people who actually watched the video, who took that information, who thought about their own channel and their own struggles and commented on it. And apparently that is what YouTube wants to see now. Real responses, real time invested, real conversation. That is the satisfaction. So the viewer didn't just, oh, I watched, it was good. No, I thought about this. I gave this more of my time. And I genuinely love that YouTube is excited about this metric because that's great for smaller channels. Because that means as a smaller channel, if you can get genuine conversation going in your videos, you could outperform a video from a larger channel that's just getting passive views. So how can you apply this to your channel? Well, you want to make videos that people respond to, not just consume. You want to ask real questions, not those like little call to action throwaway questions, which also means replying to comments with more thoughtful comments. This is something that I've been working on and I absolutely love doing, is actually giving more than just like a thanks for replying to my comment to your comment, because YouTube is measuring whether viewers actually felt something, whether they took action from your video, whether that's to subscribe, to like, to comment, to watch another video, to share the video. And that video that popped off on mine nailed every single one of those. So now I want to show you what didn't work, because you will learn just as much from that than you did from what did work. And then I'm not just like bragging on this whole video, like, look at me. Now my lowest performing videos in the last 28 days were both search optimized videos. So my YouTube channel setup, so step by step, and my how to start a YouTube channel in 2026. Both I optimized for people looking for that video, so I optimized those for search. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying don't do search, because my old channel, the videos, we called them growers because they would grow over months and years and gain hundreds of thousands of views, but not right off the bat. And I think this is just a general trend of the internet right now in 2026, is that search behavior is just shifting because of AI, right? Like, when was the last time you typed in how to do X on YouTube versus just going to your favorite AI chatbot like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini? Like, even when you type it in Google, Gemini gives you their AI response. If you were creating YouTube videos that could be easily answered by a LLM in a few sentences, why would someone choose to watch your video over just typing it in there, right? I mean, I do it. My mom does it. So going into my search optimized videos, I did get 31 impressions from search. So it is popping up in people's search feed, and I got 1 view from it. So it's not nothing. It's not 0 views. When you are trying to grow from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, you just don't have time for slow burn videos, right? Like, it's already going to take you long enough. So you are trying to build momentum now, not in months and years from now, right now. So I would try and optimize my videos for a more suggested style of content. So that's using the thumbnails and the titles to kind of play more on suggested videos versus searched. A second thing I had to change was my A/B testing. Now, it is a great feature and I'm very excited that YouTube put A/B testings in because I definitely used it on my older channel and I would get some somewhat meaningful data from that. But this is typically how one of my tests reported. 3 different thumbnails with the same title. But as you can see, there are no results because the reality is I'm not getting enough views to have any meaningful data from these A/B tests. And I was doing this for all of my videos. I made 3 separate thumbnails for every single one of my first videos. So all of that was just adding extra work, extra complexity to my videos, and I wasn't getting any meaningful data out of it because I'm just too small. I'm too small to actually have an proper A/B test done. So I'm either going to have 2 thumbnail variations or just 1 thumbnail variation with multiple titles because the titles are less time consuming than the thumbnails. It takes a lot of time to do thumbnails. But for your channel, if you are not somebody who is very good at making thumbnails, just the act of making more thumbnails and testing those out can give you a lot of meaningful data, even if you are a small channel, because your thumbnails might be all over the place. And if you are going to do the A/B testing, definitely do a wider variety of thumbnails. But for me, it just doesn't make sense to spend my time on it. So I did not have my monetization plan fully in place yet, which was a big error on my part because I could be making money already. I could be making money on this brand new channel already because I have not fully optimized my monetization plan. Now, I am planning on doing a full video all about this. If you guys want to see this sooner rather than later, let me know. It's going to be my monetization plan breakdown. My breakdown plan. So I've fixed one of those, which is affiliates. So I've added my affiliate links back in. So these are all the programs and software that I use right now to build out this channel. That is currently linked down below. And then I'm also working on my digital products, which are still a work in progress. And those will be in the description, trickling in, depending on when you watch this video. They might be there, might not be there. I'm working on it. And last is my Insight series. So this is my other series that I have on my channel. Right now you were in my build series. So this is my growth plan of how I'm growing this channel from 0 to 100,000 subscribers. My Insight series is more of my in-depth, chattier, basically all of the videos that I do from that chair over there. It is not quite where I want it to be. And that is my fault. They're kind of just like meshing into this teaching guru type of video where it's a little bit more overscripted than I want it to be because I was using a teleprompter to try and speed up my filming, but teleprompters are not the way to go. And I'll go on a whole video about teleprompters, but it is very difficult to use a teleprompter and come across as genuine and not scripted, like you are using a teleprompter. And a big part of how you become a better creator is by periodically going through the pieces of content that you've created and analyzing it from a creative point of view, not just an analytical, not just from a data-driven point of view, but just being like, how do I feel about the end product that I produced? How can I make that better? How can I improve on it? And so I am going to be experimenting a bit more with that style of video, and we'll see kind of where that takes me. So that's everything that happened after the first 30 days on this channel. I plan on doing another one at the 90-day mark. But if you wanted to see what happened after week 1, or really just the first 2 weeks, you can give that a video a watch right there. I break it all down.